The Hollow Whispers. An abandoned child. A cursed forest. A whisper that never ends. They say the woods behind Black Hollow stretch deeper than any map can follow. Far beyond the old mining road, beyond the collapsed watchtower, and even beyond where the sun dares to shine. It's not marked on GPS. No compass works there. Locals don't speak of it unless they have to, and even then, only with prayers on their tongues. Black Hollow doesn't just swallow people, it keeps them. In the year 1887, little Elspeth Gray was 6 when her mother walked her into those woods. It was a gray dusk. The sky bled copper behind the branches as they crunched deeper into the trees. Her mother said nothing, except for a trembling, almost whispered command.
Stay here. Don't follow. Don't cry.
Elspeth, barefoot in the cold dirt, nodded. She clutched a wooden doll missing an eye. Her mother turned and disappeared into the woods. She never came back. That night, the forest changed. Villagers said they heard in the wind. Animals ran from the woods in droves, and when a group of men went searching, all they found was the doll, propped up against a tree stump, smiling. Chapter 1. Present day, 138 years later, a documentary filmmaker named Clara Wynn, 28, arrived in the nearby village of Dollhouse. She wasn't from around here. Her accent was city slick, her car electric, her sneakers white. But she had heard of the legend. It was perfect for her project on forgotten urban myths of the Northeast.
I want truth.
She told the barkeep at the Hollow tap room.
Or at least the bones of it.
An old man at the far end of the bar, Mr. Harrow, wiry and hollow-eyed, snorted into his beer.
You don't want bones, girl,
he said.
Not hers.
Clara recorded the conversation. He told her about the children that went missing, about how the forest grew too quiet, too watchful, about the girl they never found, and the footprints that kept showing up in snowstorms and wet mud.
You'll hear her whispering if you get close,
he said, and if you answer her back, she'll follow you out. Chapter 2. Into the Woods. Clara was skeptical, but curious. That night, she hiked out to the edge of the forest with her camera, audio gear, and a satellite phone. The sun was setting. The trees looked like charred ribs poking up from the ground. A low mist clung to the moss, and an earthy rot stung her nose. She pressed record.
This is Clara Wynn entering Black Hollow Forest on October 27th, 10:13 p.m. Alone.
At first, it was quiet. Then came the cracks, like something moving, slow, deliberate. Trees behind her, but when she turned, nothing was there. She set up camp by a crooked tree stump and reviewed her footage. As she scrubbed back through the audio, her heart froze. Behind her own narration was breathing, not hers. Shallow, wet, childlike. Chapter 3. Whispers in the Night. Clara didn't sleep. At 2:12 a.m., something tapped on the tent. Not an animal. A knuckle. Then another. Then more, like small hands crawling across the nylon. She burst out with her flashlight. The woods were still. Her breath fogged the air. Then she saw them. Bare footprints, small, fresh, circling the tent. But there was no other sound, not even crickets. Then came the giggle. Right beside her ear, she spun around. Nothing. She packed and ran. Chapter 4. The Dollhouse Tree. The next morning, Clara returned, camera in hand. Something had changed. She followed the trail of prints deeper than before, until she found a tree split open at the base like a yawning mouth, inside a child's room, or at least what looked like one. Moldy wallpaper nailed to bark, a shattered mirror, a rotting cradle made of twigs, and dozens of hand-carved wooden dolls, all arranged to face her, all missing their left eye. Her camera flickered, audio spiked, then she heard it.
Don't leave me!
A voice like cracking leaves, a girl's voice.
I waited so long. So long. You look like her.
Clara backed away, but one of the dolls had moved, its head turned, its smile was new. She ran again, but the woods had shifted, paths twisted, daylight dimmed, the birds gone. Chapter 5. The Recording. By nightfall, Clara was lost, her gear failing, her voice on the recorder sounded off, slower, warped. She played it back and realized something else was speaking over her. It mimicked her voice, then whispered,
Come home, Elspeth.
A sob broke through the silence. Just ahead, behind a tangle of thorns, she should have turned back, but she pushed through. She found a clearing. At its center stood a woman, pale, skeletal, eyes hollow and black, holding something in her arms. A little girl. She was singing, off-key, warbled but gentle. Clara stood frozen. The woman looked up, then disappeared in a blink. The girl stayed and turned toward Clara.
You came back.
Her face was pale mud, her eyes were milky, and where her hands should have been, dolls. Chapter 6. The Return. Clara was found 2 weeks later, wandering out of the forest, barefoot and mute. Her eyes were unfocused, her skin cold. She wouldn't speak, just whispered the same word over and over.
Mama, Mama.
They took her to St. Halloran Psychiatric Hospital, where she remains to this day. She draws dolls on the walls with chalk, always missing one eye. And in the nights when the fog creeps into the village, people say they see a little girl with no shoes walking down the main road, looking for her mother. If you hear her ask, don't answer.
Final note, the tape.
Clara's final footage was recovered from her damaged SD card. Most of it is static, but at timestamp 3:33, the camera shows her in the clearing, standing frozen. A small shape approaches behind her. The last 3 seconds are burned into anyone who watches it. Elspeth turns to the lens, smiles, and mouths.
Don't leave me again.
Then the screen cuts to black, and the audio continues. And a single word